Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? It is Monday the 5th of May. I hope you're all keeping well. It is the start of a brand new week where we're going to be looking at everything I'm eating, checking out what I'm up to this week, all the jobs I'm getting on with at the house. If we go out and about, I'll be taking you with me. And it's my birthday week because on Sunday it'll be my birthday. Hurrah! And then next Monday is Glenn's, so I am one day older than Glenn. So we should be having a nice weekend coming up. We don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to do something nice. Go out, and the weather looks like it's going to be amazing. So if you are new, welcome to my little channel. I hope you're all well. For those of you that are returning as well, thank you so much for coming back on one of my vlogs. So yeah, here are my vlogs. I'm just documenting all the food I'm eating, what I'm up to, you know, what we're doing, blah de blah de blah. I've been on Mounjaro almost a year. I had my first injection on May the 21st last year. I hit target in February and I'm now in maintenance. It's weigh day tomorrow and that'll be week 12 of my maintenance journey, so everything's going really well. Shall we do a tracking day today for my food? So yeah, let's make it a Mounjaro Monday. I will use my NUTRACHECK app and share all of my calories that I have consumed along with the protein and things like that. Glenn's getting ready to leave for Yorkshire shortly, so I'm just making him a bacon sandwich and then he'll be heading off. So yeah, I'll be on my own all day today and then until probably about tea time tomorrow. So who knows what we'll get up to. But plants. We will be putting the bedding plants in, I think, in the little baskets at the water pump area at the corner of the house. So we will do those. I haven't got a watering can though because he didn't bring my watering can, did you, from the last house? Is that what I'm using? Glenn's empty bottle of water until I can get a watering can. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Lots of you are interested still to see the maintenance part of my journey, which is really good. So what I'll be doing is my weigh day tomorrow, so I'll be doing my update video tomorrow. We'll have a little chat as well there about maintenance and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just going really well. I am happy. I'm pretty settled not tracking my food. However, I can't speak. I'm aware that lots of you are really interested in tracking calories and protein and things. So yeah, I think one day a week on a Monday I'll just track all my food and we'll just sort of make that a thing. So my Monday vlogs do go up on a Tuesday, so you can either think of it as a Mounjaro Monday, so it'll say Monday on my vlog title, or it'll actually be uploaded on a Tuesday, so you can track it Tuesday. I know I amaze myself. I'm a genius. So let me get my husband's brunch ready and then we will have a proper chat without his interruptions later. So I was going to have a bacon sandwich, but I think I've got, so Glenn's just had 4 slices of bacon. It's a 10 pack, which means obviously I've got 6 slices left. So I'm going to have 3 slices of bacon. It's just like the back bacon, it's really lean as well, there's not much fat on it. I'm going to pop it, rather than having it in a sandwich with all that bread, I'm going to have a protein thin bagel. These are the Warburton's ones. So each bagel has 8 grams of protein, good source of fibre, and they are 154 calories. So I'll obviously save a few calories by having a bagel instead of 2 slices of bread. Plus, I'll probably end up having 1 slice less bacon. If I had a sandwich, I'd have had 4 slices of bacon in it. And then just left me with 2 for tomorrow. So yeah, I'll have 3 slices of bacon, protein bagel, bit of brown. Oh, I'll have a sliced tomato on it actually, bacon and tomato, and that'll be really yummy. So that's what I'm going to do for breakfast. I will pop the NUTRACHECK thing in at the end. So stay to the end of the video and we'll go through the tracker. Yeah, it's just like the old days, isn't it? I am looking forward to this so much. It is ages since I've had a protein bagel thin. So yeah, this should be scrummy. I'm going to start putting my food back on Instagram, I think, as well. So if you do follow me on Insta, then I should be back up there. I'm going to try anyway. You know, it's one of those things, sometimes you just sometimes forget to photo. And because I'm doing like my vlogs, I film, I don't always remember now to take photographs. I'm just out of the habit, I think. So yeah, I've just got my 3 slices of bacon on there. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of tomato on as well. And then that'll be my breakfast. So what time is it? It must be nearly lunch. God, it's 11:30. But it don't really matter because, as I say, I'm on my own, going to be on my own shortly. Glenn's leaving soon. Aren't you, darling? And then I will be able to, let me just squish that down. I'll just eat when I feel like it. Which is kind of what we do now anyway. I'm not ruled to any sort of strict routine or anything. So yeah, there we go. That's what it's like. And I'm just literally going to pop that on the top. These bagels are so scrummy. Do you know what I might do from one day? Actually, can maybe do it tomorrow. But I used to use it with the ham. Remember, do like the egg. Oh no, I've got no eggs. I was going to say when I did the egg in the bagel in the air fryer with a bit of cheese on top, ham underneath, and it was so scrummy. We'll maybe do that next week or later in the week once I get my eggs. So do remind me. But it used to be such a real, like, lovely brunch idea. Anyway, I'm going to go and scoff my bacon butty. And yeah, see you in a bit. Guys, just this is the bike we've just built. Do you remember last week I told you I'd been sent a second exercise bikes review? So yeah, we've just popped this together this morning. I still need to download the app and try it out, but I've had a little sit on it and a little go, and honestly it is so good. Yeah, it was kindly gifted to me for review. And I think they're like, I've watched a few other people's reviews and things on them, like proper bikers and things like that, and exercise people. And they're saying it's so comparable to Peloton, but like for a fraction of the price. So wait till I've tried it out and everything. Obviously, I'll let you know when I've done my full review, and when it's up on my channel, you can go have a look. But I can't believe I've been sent it, honestly. I'm like, I feel so lucky. But it is really, really good. And you can do screencasting on it. It's got like a 21-inch LCD screen. It's like, it's fantastic. So far, so good. Just making a cup of tea. Oh, excuse me. Frog in my throat. That's Glenn away now. So yeah, I'm going to sit and have a brew. Enjoy the peace. I have remembered I've not taken my multivitamin. So I've got my multivitamin, my Actimel. So I'm on to the 0%. Actimel's is the raspberry flavour. Really nice. So 0% fat, 0% sugar, collagen, which I shall make up in a minute as well. So the collagen and the Actimel will be in my tracker as well. This gives you around about 12 grams of protein, which is a really good way of like bumping up your protein if you're struggling. And obviously collagen is good for like connective tissues, hair, nails, skin, you know, all the things like that. So yeah, anything that'll help. Anything that helps. So I'm just going to make my brew, take my stuff, go chill out. Shh, don't tell Glenn. He thinks I'm hard at work. I am hungry. I feel like I'm staring at you a lot. I'm hungry. It's 1:20, so it's a good time to have lunch. Keep me on track. What I'm thinking is a tuna sandwich. Just so you know, I've got some tuna here. Yes, I do. So I'm just going to have a tin of tuna. Let me just get the rest of the packaging off there. I'm going to have it in that bread I picked up yesterday at Tesco, which is, sorry for all the clunking. I'm not very organised, am I? It is literally minute by minute. So yeah, we're going to have it in Tesco Finest whole meal seeds and grain loaf. Really nice. So we'll pop this in the tracker. I'm going to have probably a full tin of tuna in that. That will keep me nice and full. I'm going to mix it with a bit of mayo, black pepper, slicing some cucumber. Chef's kiss, it'll be gorgeous. Let me just get everything organised and we'll do it. Now, I picked up this, I used to have like an old plastic tuna drainer that I got years ago, I think free with like a tin of Princess tuna. When I say years ago, I mean like about 15 years ago. And I've kept it forever. At the time then, you couldn't really get drainers for cans of tuna. Anyway, I was like, I looked at this and I thought, God, you're dying. I think I'd snapped a few bits off, and I ordered a drainer off Amazon. I don't know if I told you about it before. Anyway, I've used it a few times now, and it's brilliant. This is it. It looks really ridiculous. Obviously, you just take the lid off your tuna, sit it on, and you can just drain it, squeeze it and drain it out, and then it's just brilliant. Your tuna's got nothing in it. The one I buy is one in spring water. Obviously, you can get them in brine, oil, whatever you want, you know, but get the spring water one, and then it's like less calories. It's a really good source of protein. You get so much protein in a tin of tuna. Sorry, I've got messages going all over the place, ping, ping, ping. And it's pinging on my iPad in the back, which I'm trying to charge because I need to film that review of the bike. So I want that for the app so I can film on my phone. Oh, but my iPad's dying slowly. I need a new one. It's so old. It's not holding its charge. I digress. Half a can of tuna is 55 calories. So it'd be 110 calories for the full lot if I do have it all. Protein wise, per 100 grams, right, I'm going to scan it and then we'll work it out. And I'll tell you after that. So yeah, let me just get it all made up, get it all sorted out, and then we'll construct our sandwich together because it's jolly exciting. It's so exciting. Let's get this dream. This is such a great device. Look at that. How cool. There we go. Drained, easy peasy. Okay, so I'm just going to empty my tuna into a bowl. You all know how to make tuna mayo, but I'm just, you know, showing what I do in case we all do it different. And obviously, because I'm tracking today, I will weigh out my mayo. I wouldn't normally weigh it, but I will do. And the one I've got is the Hellmann's Light Mayo. Really, really nice. Give it a little shake. Let's see how much we've got in here. We'll do 15 first. So there's 15. That doesn't look very much. I think I'll be needing to add a bit more in. Although just keep working it in. Yeah, I prefer it a little bit looser than that. Okay, so let me just tear that again. And then we'll probably add another 15 in, so that'll be 2 tablespoons. There we go. Super duper. So that's 30 grams of light mayo. I reckon that's looking a bit better. Let me just get that mixed in. Now, will I have all of this on my sandwich? It will keep me fuller for longer. Lots of nice protein. It is quite thick bread as well, so that'd be quite nice. Okay, that's gone in nicely. That's better, nice and smushy. Let me get a bit of black pepper. Lovely. Give that another little smush. Mushy smush. Okay, so the question is, do I need all of that? Probably yes. Okay. So let's get a couple of slices of bread. I've got a cup of tea here already. I've made my brew in my Highland Kumuk, which I bought in Inverary when I went to Campbelltown that time. Do you remember? If you watched that vlog, put a cow emoji in the comments. It's ages since we've done an emoji in the comments. So if you remember, if you've been watching me for like months and months and you remember when I went to Campbelltown and bought my mug, yeah, give me a cow emoji. Or if you just love cows. Right. Yeah, so if you saw the vlog with this mug in, give me a cow emoji. If you just love cows, give me a heart emoji. Amazing. It's ages since we did that though. I used to do emojis now and again. And it's really nice because I find it's a really good way to say who's actually watching the videos. Listening to my blathering on. Okay, so this bread honestly is so nice. It's quite substantial slices as well. Oh, I need to make sure I scan this as well. Oh, blimey. Right then, so I'll keep bread out so I can scan that. I'm really out of the habit of tracking now, but it is honestly second nature when you're doing it all the time. And I just would keep my my scales just handy. I just keep them on top of my Ninja, and then when I'm sort of dishing up anything, I just sit my plate on it and just measure it as I go. And because I sort of film vlogs, it's really easy because I'm just going to put this down flat. I'm going to, just so I can see if it's half of it or not, if decide if I eat it all or not. And that's just a rough guide. But yeah, because I film my vlogs, when I weigh stuff out, I say, oh, that's like 110 grams of potatoes. Oh, there's 63 grams of carrots. And then I can go back later, rewatch my video, and I know exactly how much I need to track on the tracker, because otherwise you forget. Another thing is, if you know what you're having in your dinner, yeah, I do need the full amount. You don't have to, but for me, I don't mind, because this is all, it looks extreme, but I don't care. It's a really good sandwich, and I'm not gonna have any crisps. I'm just probably gonna have this, and it'll fill me up. Yeah, if you know what you're having, so say I was having like a chicken breast with potatoes, carrots, broccoli, and green beans, but I haven't weighed it. All I can do, all you need to do first of all is just stick it in the tracker for any amount. This is my little tip, and then you can go back and edit the actual amount. Once you're dishing it up, you can just open it up and then just edit the amount. So you don't have to then scan and put everything in as you're trying to dish your dinner up. Okay, so we've got that there. So I just need to get my cucumber out of the fridge. Nearly drank my cup of tea. Where's my little plate? Side plate. Okay, this is really substantial. That's amazing. Let's just cut a bit of cucumber. There's my little sharp knife. My favourite knife, which is super old, just needs to be washed from when I did my tomato oil. I haven't washed my dishes yet for my breakfast. I've been busy editing yesterday's vlog, so I'm just uploading that now. Because obviously, like, say if it's like a half-hour vlog, there's a lot more footage than that I film, and then you have to go in and change bits and that. So it takes ages. It's really weird. And then you don't always realise how much is in it. I'm not sure if there's too much walking in yesterday's vlog or not. Oh God, I need to measure the cucumber, which is ridiculous because it's tiny calories in it. But honestly, I'm going to do it properly. So here we go. I've got my plate, sandwich on my plate. I'll just sit it on. Let me tear that. It's in, there we go. You might not even pick up, there's not that much on here. Oh no, it has. 19 grams of cucumber. I might add another couple of slices on there actually. I think there's plenty of cucumber. I haven't. Stick that on. There we go. I've got 31 grams of cucumber. Let me stick the slice of bread on the top. And then get that out of the way. Here we go. This is such a big fat sandwich. This is going to keep me full for ages. I'm going to be out working in the garden, but look at that, absolutely belting. Please note, I haven't put any butter on today. Oops-a-daisy, aren't I good? So yes, there we go. Sandwich time. Ah. Cooking with Marcia. Jingle over, cooking time over. Okay, I have just tracked this. You'll see it at the end again, as I said, 420 calories, but that's a full tin of tuna, 2 big slices of bread, but there is almost 36 grams of protein in here, which is tremendous. So yeah, we'll see how I get on with it. I don't feel I need a packet of crisps, and normally, even when I'm not tracking, I do try to be mindful of carbs, and I have had a bagel at breakfast and bread now. So I'm not gonna have crisps now because I might want something later on, like snacky wise. I'm gonna have quite a low carby dinner though, because it's gonna be stir fry. Excuse me, so I am having stir fry for tea. So I'm not having potatoes, rice, chips, pasta, anything like that. So yeah, that will be a lot lower in carbs. I do eat carbs. I'm not scared of them. I don't limit my carbs particularly. I'm mindful of them. And even if I'm eating like around about 150 to 200 grams of carbs a day, I am absolutely fine with that. And honestly, don't be worried about it. And your body needs carbs for fuel and energy. And the thing is as well, I think I found it easier going into maintenance because I've eaten carbs throughout my weight loss journey. And I have, people have contacted me or commented and things like that saying like they'd really cut back on the carbs during the weight loss part. And then now that they're sort of like trying to maintain the weight or whatever, reintroducing carbs and then the weight's bouncing up. I think if that happens, right, I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that. So this is just my thoughts on it. But I think if you're going low carb, that's absolutely fine. Of course it is. It's your choice, and we just do what suits us best. I am quite sensitive to carbs, and I am, but I enjoy carbs. But I try and stay away from things like white bread and stuff like that. If I have too much pasta, I do get bloated. Prior to Mounjaro, it could quite upset my tummy, and I think I had like an element of IBS, but like being on Mounjaro, it kind of like stops that dead. It does sort out so many tummy issues. It's incredible. What I was going to say, yeah, so if you do go like on a low carb diet as part of your weight loss program, when you're going into maintenance and you're starting reintroducing carbs, you are going to get a slight rebound, but I think what you need to be mindful is that a lot of that isn't probably going to be gaining fat. It's going to be more fluid. You'll have like a fluid shift because carbs attract water. So you'll hold more water when you're having carbs. So that initial gain that you see, don't panic, ride it out, maybe give it a month, see what happens, and it should settle down, I would have thought. And like just see how it goes, and it's just going to be that readjustment, just sort of gradually introduce them back in. But yeah, you should expect to see a bit, because it's like when you first go on a diet, you cut back on it and you remember eating like so much bread and potatoes and rice and everything, and then when you sort of start on a weight loss journey, you're cutting back on your portions and your calories and things anyway, so you then reduce your carbs automatically, whether you're low carb or not. You like having less carbs. And like, that first few days when you're peeing gallons, it's because, and then you get a big weight loss in your first week, it's purely because a lot of it is water, because you're having less carbs in. So does this even make sense? I don't know. But yeah, but just do not be scared of beautiful bread. Don't be scared of potatoes, of rice, of pasta. It's fine. Honestly, just eat it. Like, be happy with your food. Eat food you're going to want to eat for the rest of your life as part of your weight loss journey. Don't deprive yourself. I'm on my soapbox. I feel so passionate about it. And you see people eating all this food, and I think, God, if I thought that's what I had to eat for the rest of my life, and I couldn't go to an afternoon tea and have a scone and a sandwich and a cake, like, how miserable is life if you can't do that? Even if you go to the seaside and you want fish and chips, you need to be able to eat the food that you enjoy. You're not going to have it every single day. You're not going to have it in like abundance, but total deprivation, to deprive yourself of the things that you love. What a miserable existence, so just, yeah, be on a weight loss journey, but be happy on that journey and eat foods you want to be able to enjoy forever, because otherwise what's the point, We could all get hit by a bus tomorrow. You just don't know. So don't make yourself miserable now. Go, that's blimey. It's cheerful. But I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Just be happy with what you're eating. Eat normal food. I do. Well, I could not eat a sandwich. I've left over half of the second piece, so I've probably eaten about 2/3 of it all together. I'm really full now. I have been a little bit for the last maybe nearly a week. I've been a little bit bunged up, which I aren't normally, but we did have our friends here last week, and my diet's not been like it usually would. I've not had as much veg and stuff like that. Obviously we've had a lot of treats and things last weekend when our friends were up, and then this weekend we've had like afternoon tea and everything, and I do think that's part of the reason why I felt so full and bloated and things over the weekend, is partly probably because I'm a bit bummed up. It often does knock my appetite off a little bit. So anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. That's absolutely fine. It is injection day today as well, but I'll have that later on. So I will adjust my calorie tracker. What I will do when I do that, I'll do a screen recording and pop it in here so you can just see how I've gone into my lunch. I'd already tracked my full sandwich, but you can go back and adjust it after you've eaten to take into account any food that you have left. So yeah, as you can see here, you can go in where the bread is. So instead of having 2 slices there, I can take that down. So I'll have 1 1/3 slice. And then I'm just trying to do the maths. And then like for obviously for the tuna, I can just have like 2/3 of a tin instead of a full tin. You can just adjust the amounts there. I can take my cucumber down from 30 grams down to 20 grams, you know, so it's like really simple to do. And obviously the mayo, that's an easy one. It was 30 grams of mayo. I can take that down to 20 grams there too. So just adjust it. I mean, you don't have to, but if you're tracking, you want to be trying to be as accurate as you can. I mean, it's not going to be an exact science, you know, but it's okay. It's just to give you an idea of where you are with your calories, you know, and your protein and all the rest of it. So I've decided I'm going to go out to the front and we're going to get those little baskets planted up. They should look really pretty. I used to do loads of tubs and things in the garden. Do you remember a couple of years ago, who was here when I planted up my tubs in the back garden? Do you remember I did a separate video for it once? It was ages ago. So if you saw that vlog, I want to know how long you've been with me. If you've seen that one, give me a flower emoji. It's all about the emojis today. Okay, so I'm going to go change my shoes and I'll take you outside. Come with me. Let's go plant some flowers. We've just had a bird of prey. I think it was a kite. And my phone wouldn't open. Can't believe it. It's blooming gone. It's just over there. It was literally right above the house. So the farmers have been out this morning doing the field. All the wee birdies are in there. A bit breezy today. Okay, so I've just given all the plants a little drink with my makeshift watering can, aka Diet Coke bottle. So yeah, I'm just gonna let them sit for a little minute and then go around and get sorted out. I've got my basket liners there. I've got some compost over here, so we're all good. So first things first is to see if these liners will actually fit in these little baskets, which I think they should do. So, that's worked quite well actually. I think it should be okay. I don't know if I maybe need to trim it a bit. I can just put a little fold in. I think it should be all right. So I think they look okay. And let's get the other one in. Look. Let's bring this up here at the front. And lovely. Absolutely grand. These little baskets planted up, and they look a bit sparse now, but it won't be long until they look really, really lovely. So we'll check them out. I'll keep coming back and showing you them, but they're gonna look lovely. They're gonna look really pretty. I think the strawberries that are in the wall have really grown. I just think this is a great little find, having some strawberries here, but we have got them growing all up the drive and everything. But yeah, look how cute. Lovely. So I had this little tub here full of weeds and cacks, so I've just like scraped most of it out. I'm going to just pop it in a little bag, top it up with fresh compost, bob it in the middle of this wall, and put some bedding plants in just to brighten it up. in a couple of weeks, it is going to look beautiful. You just need to give them room to grow. Next victim is this old Belfast sink. Literally, just all weeds apart from this little beauty, which can stay, but everything else is coming out, and we'll plant it up. Up with little saved flowers in the corner, and yeah, gorgeous. Hello, it is 6:05. I'm not really massively hungry for my dinner yet, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and have my walk, do that loop. That'll bump up my steps as well and get a little bit of exercise, bit of fresh air. It's a really beautiful evening. Look at this. Let's have a little look. Beautiful. So I thought, let's just go for a wee walk. Even though Glenn's not here, try and keep the good habits. I'm enjoying doing this walk. I'll probably just trot on, do a bit of a power walk round, see how long it takes me. I'll remember to set my watch. My phone's now talking to me. My watch is now talking to me. I'll remember to set my watch as an outside walk, track my steps, do all the things. I've uploaded yesterday's vlog. It's not gone live yet, so I've been sat waiting for that just to finish uploading. And I think I've realised I don't think I put my amount of steps in yesterday, but how many steps did I get? I think it was about 11,000 steps or something I did yesterday, which was really good. So I got over the 10,000, so that is brilliant. I really do want to let you know how many steps I take a day. I still need to do my injection today as well, so I'll probably just do that when I get back. I'm meeting my cousin tomorrow for lunch, which is really nice. I think lunch or coffee or something, which is really nice. This is a different cousin to the other one. She's been here a couple of months. She lives in Rome. So if you saw my Rome vlog when I went to Rome for like the wedding and everything, and I went into the centre of Rome for a few days after the wedding, I met up with her whilst we were there on our last evening. So now she's here visiting her mum, my auntie, which is just a few miles away. So she's been here for a couple of months, I think, now, staying with her, and she'll be going back home to Rome soon. So yeah, I thought it'd be really nice just for the two of us to get together on our own, like without Glenn and anything else. I got in touch with my other cousin, but she's just got back from a weekend away, so she's up to her eyes just being busy with stuff. So yeah, but me and Georgia will meet tomorrow, which will be really lovely. So what's my point? I don't know what my point is. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, steps and things and vlogs, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go for a little walk. I'll just do a little bit of footage in. I know that lots of you like that. Hair's still sticking up. I won't put masses in. I think I maybe had a little bit too much in yesterday, but it was quite a funny little walk going through that blooming field. Right, let's go have a walk, work up an appetite, have a stir fry. I'm just like, it's about 3 days now. I just don't feel very hungry. I'm sure I'll be hungry later. Okay, let's go for this walk. Okay. So, here I go by myself. Very strange. It's windy. And beautiful. I love it. I just love it here so much. The sky is so blue. There's a little nest at the top. There's a deer. the field. Can you see it? I don't want to scare it because there's barbed wire. It's stuck in the field. I'm just going to wait till it's gone. There you go. Go on. He wants to get over. There he goes. Wow, they can run. There, I'm pleased it ran across the field because all the fences have barbed wire on, and like the last thing I want is to scare a deer so that it jumps over the fence and gets caught on the barbed wire, because that'd just be awful. Anyway, on with our walk. It's just beautiful. How did I get so lucky being here? It's just incredible. I just really love now how we're obviously just going into the change of seasons, and every time I come down, like the leaves are growing more, you know, it's changing. It's beautiful just to see. Yeah, there's just something different every time I come on a walk. I will never get bored of this. Never. We've got cows. My favourite. Oh, is that my ones from yesterday? I think that might be my one from yesterday. I'll have to look at the photo. I think it is. Okay, you've got a nosy one. Let me zoom you out. Hello there. Aren't you beautiful? You're so beautiful. You are. Yes, you are. Well, isn't this a beautiful shot? Aren't you lovely? Have we woken you up? Have we woken you up? Oh, it's sunny, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, are you stretching? Are you stretching? Yeah. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. So we've got sea, countryside, mountains, everything really. And that's me back home. In we get. I am back. Oh, I really enjoyed that walk. I thought it was going to be much quicker, but I just stop and take so many photos and things. It's just, yeah, it took me about an hour. It's about 2.5 miles. I've gone over my 10,000 steps for the day, so that is really good. And the day is not over yet. It is 7:10. I realised as well as I was walking, I just feel much less bloated. I feel so much better, and there's a lot of evidence in there, I think, about how walking can help your digestion and things like that. So I think it can only be a good thing during my maintenance as well, and I just enjoy it so much. It is no effort, and I'm just going to be really working hard at doing this every single day, creating a habit. And the fact that I've gone out today and Glenn's not here, and I could just like watch a bit of YouTube or edit a video or, you know, pop in the garden or do whatever. But the fact that I've chosen to go and do my walk, I'm really, really happy with that. I'm still not really massively hungry. I'll maybe just have a cup of tea, give it 15-20 minutes, see how I feel. But I do need to eat something because I haven't eaten all of my lunch either. How weird. But then I'll probably be starving later. So I should probably, I'm just taking my shoes off, sorry. I should probably make myself the stir fry, and I'm going to make it, and then if I start eating it, I'll probably be hungry actually. So before it gets too late. So yeah, but I just wanted to pop on and say, I just feel so happy. I think you can tell how happy I am, and I'm honestly, if you're thinking about moving somewhere and you're worried because you're not really going to know anybody, or it's such a change, but if it's in your heart that you want to do it, just do it. This is the best thing I've ever done. Honestly, Glenn and I we're as happy as Larry. We're just so, so happy, really content. And all the things that used to be important just don't seem to be important really anymore. Obviously, apart from family is always key and always important, but all the other things you used to worry about and think was like prioritised, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, does it? It really doesn't. So I'm going to make a brew. I'm just happy. I want to come on and say I'm happy. It is virtually 8 p.m, so I do need to make something to eat. I think I'm maybe getting a bit peckish. So we've got the stir fry that I picked up yesterday. So it's water chestnuts and bamboo shoot stir fry. It's Tesco. I don't have any noodles or spaghetti, duh. But to be honest, I'm going to have the whole pack of this, which is fine. I'm going to have a few of these tempura chicken breast chunks. I'll cook these in the air fryer. I'm going to make some Mayflower curry sauce, which is incredible. If you've never had this, you need to get some. It's like Chinese takeaway curry. So yeah, I'll cook this, cook these, cover it in that. Delicious. Obviously, I'm going to track it. There's going to be not much in this. So stir fry. So for half a packet, 66 calories. I'm having, that's 132 calories from a stir fry. Chicken chunks. What have we got here? So for a quarter of a pack, I'm not sure how many that is. We'll weigh them out anyway when I'll scan them and put them in. But for a quarter of a pack, which is 143 grams. I'm so sorry. It would be 289 calories. So again, that's not bad. Then this isn't much in here. I'll have to scan it and put it in, but it's not an awful lot of calories. Per 100 gram of finished sauce is 77 calories. So, and I don't think I use that much anyway. I usually weigh out, so I'd normally do 85 grams of powder with, is it 6 fluid ounces? I think is what I normally do. No, I normally do, sorry, 85 grams of curry with 12 fluid ounces of cold water when I'm making it up. But when I do it for me, I'll put like 40 grams of powder in with 6 fluid ounces. And you go 6 fluid ounces somewhere. I mix mine into a paste, then add the water, and then I just cook it on the oven top. You can do it in the microwave, whatever you want. And I make it quite thick. The more you heat it up, the thicker it gets. I will show you as I'm doing it anyway. It's dead straightforward and simple. It looks really watery, but as it heats up, it thickens, and honestly, it is incredible. So that is what we're having. Let's get making. I would normally get my wok out, but I'm being dead lazy, and I'm just using a frying pan because that's going to fit in there, no bother. It'll do. I'm not making like a big stir fry. I'm not putting all my meat and things in there. As I said, this will just go in the air fryer. The air fryer instructions say from frozen, it takes between 17 and 19 minutes on 180. So let's just get that on now because it's getting quite late. When it's about 5 minutes from being done, I'll stick this on, start the sauce. And it'll all come together. Actually, I'm feeling hungry now, so let's get on with this. So this is just what the Mayflower curry sauce mix comes like. You get this in Home Bargains, B&M, I think even some Savers sell it. And they've got this is the medium one, and they've got a hot one. The hot one is really hot, and the medium one is much nicer, so in my opinion. But yeah, the hot one's very spicy. So I'm just gonna put 40 grams in here. Now it can be a little bit lumpy. There we go, it's 40 grams. So what I normally do before I start, I usually just smush any lumps that are there first of all. And that's what I'm doing there. Okay, let me just pop this lid on. It smells so nice. It's ages since I've had this. All right, bear with me, I'll just pause you. So I've got 6 fluid ounces of cold water here. And what I personally do is I add a little bit. Let's probably not use a metal spoon in my pan, although this pan's that old, it doesn't really matter. Let's use a wooden spoon. And then all I do, I just start to mix it, it helps make it a smoother sauce really, just by adding a little tiny bit of water. I can get my scales out of the way now. Yeah, so all I do, and I just kind of like get it to absorb the water, make it into a paste first. And it's just about trying to get making sure there's no lumps, you know, and I just mix it in. It honestly smells so nice. Oh, this is making me hungry now, that's good. And then I just add a bit more. And to be honest, and once I'm heating this up, it literally takes about 3 or 4 minutes to thicken it on the cooker. But just stir it so it doesn't go lumpy, but it thickens up really, really nicely. It looks like a dog's dinner just now. It looks like worse than a dog's dinner. So you look at this and you think, well, that's wrong. Honestly, so it's meant to look like that. It's meant to look like water. But wait till it's done, guys. Just trust me. You have to, do I let you down? Do I ever let you down? No, just trust me. So I've just bunged, that's a cooking term, I've bunged the stir fry into the pan. I'm just going to start stir frying it and just cook it down. It'll drop in volume quite a lot, and then I'll start heating this for a minute. Still got another 8 or so minutes to go. So yeah, I'll pop you on a little time lapse maybe. We aren't going to time lapse because that is literally going to be the most boring video on earth. So we'll come back as I am dishing everything up and putting it all together just to show you what it looks like. I'm going to spare you the boredom of watching stir fry in a pan. What was I thinking of? So this is the before, that and sloppy mess. Okay, as you can see now, that is the sauce thickening up. So I'm just going to keep stirring it. You get it to the thickness you want, but it does go very, very thick. So I'm probably going to just stop it. It's really nice to mix it all in. When you've got your noodles, I usually put half on my noodles and half through the stir fry and then mix it all in together. And honestly, it is super tasty. But no noodles today. But it's weigh day tomorrow, so that's good because it's less carbs. But I'm not normally bothered by carbs, so they aren't. But you know, if you are, then there we are. But I have got extra veggies. Let me just take this off the heat. Let's get it dished up. And here's my stir fry. It works absolutely fine in the pan. I've just remembered, do you know, years ago, I used to get stir fry and like the rice and stuff, like the frozen ones. Do you still get them? And they used to be great. You just mix them in a pan and heat them up from frozen. I'm going to have a look for that because that could be a nice little lunch or something. Yeah, next time I'm shopping, I'm going to have a little peek for that. Let me know if you can still get them. I can't remember what they were called or who they were by, but they were really nice. Okay, so let's get dishing this up. I still haven't got my pasta balls that I used to use, and so I do need to get some new ones. I'm just going to whack the stir fry in here first of all. Oops, in you get. Oh, this is going to be so yummy. It's ages. Glenn's not a massive fan of stir fry, you know, and I really love it. So when he's not here, I tend to have things that he's not as keen on. Like he hates macaroni cheese and things like that. Cheesy sauces, and I love them. Right, so there's the Gouda stir fry bit. Why can't I think what I'm saying? I've got my curry sauce. Look at that. It is honestly incredible. Let's turn this on. I'm just going to weigh the chicken balls first, so I know how much chicken we've got, and I'm going to take them off. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I want to put a bit of my sauce on first, and then I might cut the chicken up. I could have just weighed these on the mat, couldn't I? So there's 122 grams of chicken. Actually, let me just get the little choppy chopper. I'm going to chop these up actually, mix everything in, and then that'll be nice. There's 122 grams of that. Let's get a fork and a little sharp knife. So all I'm going to do, I'm actually going to just chop this chicken up into little chunks, into bite-sized chunks. That'll be nice. And then we can just kind of mix that in. So you can just make like a dinner out of not very much. Do you know, I don't think I needed this many bits of chicken. Now these are chicken breast. I don't know if these are the ones as well. Someone told me, I didn't know this, that a lot of the so actually fresh chicken breast that you get from Tesco is British chicken. I don't think I need all that. Is British chicken, but a lot of the things that they have in, I've not put these in the freezer. A lot of the things that you get in like the chicken burgers, even though they're the fillet burgers, they come from Thailand. I didn't know that. So it'll tell you on the back of this where the chicken's from. Let's have a look here. I am going to start making my own chicken nuggets and burgers and things from scratch. It's one of the things that I do plan to do, is to make more things like this, which are normally processed. Just make them at home. Does it tell you on this? This is really interesting. Does it tell you on the front? No, it told me on the chicken burgers that it came from Thailand, but I can't see on here. I'll have another look another day. But that's really interesting that I can't see it on this. You'd think, wouldn't you, it'd tell you where the chicken came from. Maybe it does, and I'm just not seeing it. Oh no, made using British and EU chicken. That's what it says, it just under the ingredients. So this chicken doesn't come from Thailand or anything, so that's really good. So it's British and EU chicken, and so that's for the Tesco tempura chicken breast chunks, just in case that really bothers you, just so that you know. So there's 80 grams of chicken on there at the minute, which I think I'm going to go with. If I want a little bit extra afterwards, I can come back and munch them. So let's pop on some of this. That's 8 grams of chicken. Let me tear that. How much curry am I going to put on? It looks dreadful, but don't worry. Let's put 85 grams there. What I will do is I'm just going to kind of coat it a little bit. It honestly looks disgusting, but it's going to taste like Chinese takeaway. I'm going to add a bit more curry on there. It smells incredible. And so if you feel like, if everyone else is having like a Chinese takeaway and you're being really good and you don't want to have a takeaway, so you could maybe do something like this. So you still kind of feel like you're having it, but without all of the extra calories and things, and you know, so you don't need rice, and you actually, to be honest, you don't even need noodles, I don't think, with that. I'm gonna add a bit more. Hang on, let me take my fork off because it's now weighing my fork. Silly me. Hang on. I'm just gonna put it all in. Waste not, want not. Okay, so that's 150 grams of sauce, which is fine because I like it just really, really saucy. Honestly, it's so scrummy. Do I put the rest of the chicken in? I should do, really, because at least it's got a bit more protein then. Let me put the rest of the chicken in, and if I don't eat it, then I'll wait at the end and account for what I've left. I've been faffing about a bit. This is starting to go a bit cold, but normally you just have it served up and bish bash bosh. So let's just pop that in here as well. Mix that in. And honestly, guys, it may not look amazing, but I promise you this tastes delicious. So I think now that I'm doing these like Mounjaro Mondays, we'll try different things. I'll try and find ways for you to get your protein in, have lower calories and things like that. Just sort of help you for those of you that's still on the weight loss part of your journey. Plus for me as well, it'd be quite good like one day a week just to be like really focused on what I'm eating and try different things. So we'll maybe just sort of try it. So if you've got anything you'd like me to try for next week, any recipes or anything, if you've seen anything, any viral recipes, because I don't really go on TikTok much or Instagram, let me know, and then I will maybe try and make it next week. So yeah, there we go. That is tea. I'm going to go get it whilst it's hot. It does look really good though, doesn't it? Come on, admit it. It does. You're hiding underneath the flowers. Let's do a little taste test. Let's get a little bit of the chicken. I will probably just give you a thumbs up because I don't want to talk to you with my mouth full of food. But let's have a go. I hadn't had that chicken before. It's actually really nice with the batter coating, just for a little change. And obviously it's a tempura batter, so it is lighter. Let's just try the stir fry bit. Do you know that's a great stir fry mix because I'm just pulling the leaf up, because it's got the bean sprouts and things in already. So I don't feel like I'm missing the noodles. So yeah, I'm just going to get this whilst it's still hot. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Really, really enjoyed it. I hope you found this an interesting little concoction and maybe something you want to try. So considering I didn't feel that hungry half an hour ago, empty plate, really tasty. I really enjoyed it. And you know, sometimes it's just so nice to have something you don't have very often. Absolutely loved it. Massive bowl full, but mainly vegetables with that bit of chicken, and I did eat all the chicken, so I'm glad I put them extra bits in. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I feel like my cheeks are glowing. It was delicious. It was scrummy. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick tidy up in the kitchen, and then I'm gonna go and watch a bit of YouTube. Just started watching Gemma. I'll link her channel down below. She's another YouTuber that's on her Mounjaro journey. I think lots of you will know her. Anyway, oh my gosh, let me just try and get her channel name right. I know it, and yet I'm just being ridiculous. Bear with me. Jimmy Gemstar. I knew that. I was knew it. Anyway, she gave me a little shout out on her channel. Thank you. I hope you like your protein yogurts. They're really nice. And yeah, they're a nice amount, a nice volume. Because I know the ones that you'd had in your vlog, they were quite big, weren't they? You felt really, really full. So yeah, these ones, 15 grams, I find is like a nice sweet spot for protein yogurts. And how bizarre, you know, I'm literally just up to the point where you're talking about making like a noodle and veggie dinner, because that's what you're fancying. So I just had, minus my noodles because I didn't have any. But yeah, how weird. We are in tune, darling. We are in tune. All right, I'm going to go get tidied up. I'm so pleased with the amount of steps I've done today. And the sunset is looking gorgeous. Shall I just show you out the window? It's when you start to see the orange light, you just know it's lovely. Let's see. Ignore the stuff. Oh, we'll have to go outside, I think. But look, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? How beautiful is that? Let me get quickly tidied up and we'll run outside and have a little look over the horizon. It's just a beautiful evening. Look, can you see the sun? This lighting is shocking. Come to the quiet light. That's better. Let's just block that out. Oh my word. Okay, so I am ending the day with quite a lot of calories left over. I think it's just been one of those days where, I mean, like, I've had my breakfast, like I had my bacon butty this morning, then I had my massive tuna sandwich, which I didn't finish, and I was just feeling a bit like, ugh. Walk fixed me really, and then it was just quite a light dinner. I mean, massive bowl, but not that many calories really, considering it was an evening meal. So yeah, I've burnt a lot of calories through my exercise today. I've been really active. I've got about 11, nearly 12,000 steps in today, which is so good. I'm really, really happy with that. And so do you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to have a lovely glass of wine. So I'm going to add it into the tracker. I will have a little chit chat with you in a minute. I will do the screen recording, little voiceover for the NUTRACHECK bit. But I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, for watching my vlog today. I really appreciate you all coming back, and just like the love and support you give me is incredible. I am so thankful that after all this time you are still here watching my videos. So thank you so much. You honestly don't know what it means to me. It just makes me feel really happy inside, and I love reading all of your comments. I read every single one. I know I'm a bit late replying to lots of them, but honestly, as they come in, I see them and I read them, and I'm just honestly touched that you take the time to write to me. So thank you. I really, really mean that. Okay, so let's round up today with the NUTRACHECK bit. But guys, I will see you tomorrow. So take care. Mwah. Love you all. Bye. Here's the info bit. Oh, and also, only because it didn't click off, if you've enjoyed seeing like the nutritional information and things, if you do like it, again, comment down below. If I get the feedback, then I know to continue this sort of thing each week in my videos. And like, if none of you are bothered, then I just won't do it, because it doesn't really matter to me whether I track or not. So I think it's good for me, as I mentioned earlier on, just to sort of like keep it in check really, and have a little, you know, just keep an eye on my calories. But also, I just think it'd be quite a good way, as I mentioned whilst I was making dinner, just to maybe for me to try out new recipes and new ideas, like at least once a week, and just try something different, which should be quite interesting for me, and keeps it, you know, keeps it interesting, stops it getting stale and boring. Anyway, I do rabbit on. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Here's the NUTRACHECK bit. Bye-bye. 160 mils is only 122 calories. Oh my goodness. I might have another one. Well, it says 158 there. It's 160 when I poured it. So it's not that bad at all, is it? It's way better than cider, guys. Right, it's the next day. I'm just coming on now. I've been editing my video, and I'm just going to add on the NUTRACHECK components. So I hope you're all still doing well. Okay, so yeah, this is me in the future. Let's have a little look at the food for today. Now, the calories on this have actually just changed, just purely because like it's now like the following day, and I've amended my calories, but I'll talk about that in tomorrow's vlog. So I had been on 2,000 calories a day. That's what it set me for maintenance. I have dropped them now. So you'll see here now, it's down at about 1,400. I've reset it to, but we'll chat about that later. So let's go through today's food. So for breakfast, I had my bacon and tomato protein bagel. So that was 324 calories. 22.9 grams of protein, so that was pretty decent actually, really filling, and I enjoyed that a lot. I would definitely recommend the protein bagels. I think they're sort of like they're really tasty and like not too much bread. Lunch, I had the tuna sandwich. Now I have amended it, and as you saw in the vlog, I showed you how I altered that because I had left quite a lot of my sandwich. So it came in total to 279 calories, 23.9 grams of protein, so still a really decent amount. Oh, why is it that I yawn when I do this? I used to yawn all the time, and I used to do this bit on my vlogs. I'm so sorry. And then dinner was my stir fry, which actually I really enjoyed. I'm definitely going to do more stir fries in the future. So I had the tempura chicken breast chunks. That was 122 grams of them. That was 246 calories. The curry sauce came in at 116 calories, and the stir fry itself was 132. So altogether, 494 calories. That was a massive bowl full for under 500 calories. So I think that's really good. And 26.4 grams of protein. So it just kind of shows if you choose, even though it was like a quick and it's a convenience food in a way, having the frozen sort of chicken chunks, because the chicken breast, there's an awful lot of meat content in them. So yeah, still like 21 grams of protein with that. So yeah, altogether 26.4 grams of protein in that meal. So I am very pleased with that. Things I had throughout the day. So obviously I had my Actimel. That's like 27 calories by itself with 2.6 grams of protein. My collagen is 47 calories with 11.7 grams of protein. And I had a pack of mini cheddars this evening as well, which was 121 calories, 2 grams of protein. So for my snacks, that was an extra 195 calories with 16.3 grams of protein. So I do count my collagen in as the snack bit. It don't really matter. As long as it's being tracked, it honestly makes no difference. Then drinks throughout the day, I've had 5 mugs of tea with semi-skim milk. I actually don't have very much milk. I think this is probably an overestimation of the milk that I use, but it's fine. So that comes in at 100 calories, 8 grams of protein. So do not forget to add your cups of tea on. And then I had a glass of wine, which was absolutely lovely. I really enjoyed it. That was 122 calories. It has got my exercise on there as well. So as you can see there, altogether today I've walked 5.2 miles, just shy of 11,000 steps, it said. So a really good day, over my 10,000 steps, so I'm happy with that. If you have a little look at the breakdown, so yeah, altogether I've eaten 1,514 calories. Let's have a look. Fibre, 16.3 grams. Protein, really good at 97.5 grams. So I am very happy with that. Obviously, quite a lot of salt in there just from the processed foods as well. And the bacon has so much salt in it. That's really would have bumped it up. There's no point showing the rolling day 7 averages because I've just started tracking again. But yeah, so that is literally how the day looks. Let me just stop this screen recording. So yeah, if you've made it this far, well done. It's been a very long vlog. I think in future, I'll put the little walking section at the end. I'll chat about that tomorrow because I've had a thought about it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. We will start tracking a lot more in the future. Take care. Love you all. Mwah! Bye for now.